types of business model. So I would say there are a lot of business model, a lot of types of business model, but we'll focus on only a few because time does not permit. And these few will give you a very good idea. Even you can try to develop your own business model. Nobody is stopping you from that. Or at the same time, you can have a combination of different business models also. There are basically 6 different type of business models, and we'll study the definition, the key characteristics, as well as the examples related to those models which are prevalent or which you can very well see. So the 6 models are: number 1, the subscription based model. Second is e-commerce model. Third is freemium model. Fourth is marketplace model. Fifth is razor and blade model. Sixth is platform model. And one more model I can say which is related to the cloud is pay as you go model. So we'll see all those things when we discuss cloud in future. But let's start with the subscription based model. So the subscription based model basically is guided by the principle of offering products or services for a recurring fee, typically annually or monthly. And this is basically built on the idea of providing ongoing value to the customers. For example, you have DTH, or you have any Wi-Fi connectivity, or you have some OTT dongle which you are, or subscription which you have. So the key characteristics are the recurring revenue streams. Also, at the same time, they have to focus on the retention of the customer as well as loyalty. So if you are not providing good services, for example, I shifted from a Vodafone to Airtel, you have to retain the customer. So the subscription based model is very good because initially you get a customer, and then if you provide good services, you can retain it for long time. Customer also becomes used to it, habitual to you and your services, and therefore it's a very good model. Sometimes you provide access to premium content, or sometimes you provide free content also. Examples are Netflix, Spotify, Adobe Creative Cloud, New York Times. They provide subscription based models. Netflix offers a library of movies and shows for a monthly fee. It keeps customers engaged and retains them over a long term. And this is by the use of technology or data analytics. They do the data mining, they give you the preferences, they give you a long list of movies and shows based on your preferred choices which you have done earlier, on your pattern analysis. And that's why customers are really mad in going for the Netflix or Amazon, whoever is able to satisfy their needs. Then you have Spotify. So that also offers a vast library, music library, both for free services also and premium subscription also. Similarly, the New York Times also has adapted a digital disruption by implementing subscription based model for premium online content. So one is that you get things for free like the news highlights, but if you want some gossip, some premium content, the political background scenes, so page 3, page 4, so for all those things you have to become a premium subscriber. Second is the e-commerce model. So e-commerce model is basically the business model which involves selling products or services online. So this model is basically involved with direct selling to the consumers. And the key characteristics are that sales are online, transactions are payments and other things are online. You can give a wide range of products or services. You can have a lot of partners also involved. There is enhanced customer convenience because it's all on their mobile phones or on their laptops, and they have the choice to see it. Complemented by the AR technology, or the VR technology. Now you can, like in Lenscart is offering, you can see how that glasses look, specs look on you. So that is also a very booming market. So e-commerce model is being followed by Amazon, Alibaba, Zappos, Water by Parker, and Flipkart, many of these. For example, Amazon is the world's largest online retailer, which offers a vast range of products through its e-commerce platform. So you can get each and everything on Amazon. Similar is the case with the Alibaba, which also connects buyers and sellers in the global marketplace. So facilitating the business to business as well as business to consumer transaction. Zappos is an online shoe and clothing retailer which focuses on delivering an exceptional customer experience. They are nowadays using these AR glasses. You can see how the shirt looks on you or how the tie looks on you. So these marketplaces are offering great choices, and you can, before buying, you can even try it out virtually. Warby Parker is an eyewear industry by selling prescription glasses online. So it was the pioneer, and now we see in Lenscart and many other companies, eyewear companies are following suit. So they offer even home try-on kits or virtual try-on tools at very affordable pricing. Then we have freemium model. So the freemium model basically combines free and premium offerings. Users can access the basic version for free, as with any normal app which you download from Google Play Store or Apple Play Store. So normally you get the free version, but if you want some premium features, then you have to upgrade to the premium version, which gives you more control, more features, more additional content. The core product is free to access, and you provide incentives for users to upgrade. So maybe like if you upgrade to premium for 1 month, then we'll give you 1 more month free. So these sort of business strategies. Then monetization through premium features or subscription. Example is Evernote, Dropbox, LinkedIn, Hootsuite. So I think LinkedIn is a very nice example. Everybody is aware about it. Normally it is free, but if you want to have analytics of who visited you, which recruiter saw you, or if you want to have that feature that you can directly message to some recruiter, for that purpose, you can take the premium feature. Similarly, Dropbox provides free storage space, normally with the option to upgrade for more storage and advanced features. So I think it's around 10 GB, normally 10 or 15 GB. And if you want to have more space, then you can go for it. Then fourth is the marketplace model. So marketplace model brings together the buyers as well as sellers, facilitating the transactions, at the same time charging some fee or commission for the services. For example, we have the Zomato or the Swiggy. So they are connecting the restaurants with the customers, as well as even the resource providers or the riders. They charge small amounts for that, and the commission is given to the, for example, rider takes 30 rupees for delivering it to your home. And even the restaurants also give a fee to them for any order being placed through them. So they connect multiple parties for transactions, and that platform earns fee or commissions. It benefits from the network effect as more users join. So Airbnb, eBay, Upwork. So Upwork is also a site which connects the prospective employers with the job seekers. So this model is also very common, and as I told you earlier that ONDC, which is basically challenging right now Swiggy and Zomato. So it is connecting the common people with the prospective buyers. The buyer can be the common person, maybe some achar wala, papad wala, pan wala, anybody, chai wala, who can provide services to the prospective customer. So open network digital commerce is basically a big revolution in the digital commerce. they are offering free services also. So customer does not have to pay anything for that purpose. So if you order anything from the same restaurant on Zomato and you order from ONDC, you will see a price difference. And examples of marketplace model, they like eBay connects individual sellers and buyers in an online auction style marketplace. So you have to auction it, take part in the auction, and the lowest price is fixed for you, and then the highest price you pay, and after that the product goes to you. Similarly, Uber also is operating in the marketplace, connecting drivers and riders and taking a percentage of the fare, because in Uber normally the vehicles are of the individual drivers or some companies who may be having a lot of fleet of vehicles. Then Airbnb also operates, connecting travelers seeking accommodation. So they normally like Oyo homes. So those people who want a cool, calm atmosphere during their travel experience and do not want to go into some big hotels or some other big places, so they can use it. Then Upwork is the platform which connects the freelancers with businesses seeking services. So they also charge a fee or a project based on the project value, making it a popular marketplace for freelancers and clients. Then fifth is the razor and blade model. Razor and blade model is a very wonderful model. It sells the primary product, for example the razor, at a low or even at a loss sometimes, to drive the sale of complementary consumable products like the blades. So normally if you go to the shop and buy a Gillette razor, it comes with a blade fixed with it. So once you use the blade, then you have to again buy a compatible Gillette blade set. That becomes a revenue stream for them. Similarly, the printer manufacturers, Epson, HP. So if you go for an inkjet printer or a DeskJet printer, you'll get it for 1500, 1600 color printer. But once you go for a refill, that refill cartridge itself will cost around 1000 to 1200. Initially, the product is sold at a low cost or loss, but profits coming from the complementary product sales. So the complementary product is, so initially you provided it for free, that is now coming as a recurring sales revenue, and the customer gets logged in because you have bought the printer, so you cannot change it very frequently. So although it's just like a dabba, but still you have some emotional attachment with it. Okay, I have invested, so this is a particular thing I should use. So you get logged in. So printer manufacturers giving the printers or ink. Similarly, the gaming consoles and games. So if you buy some consoles, then you have to buy the games also in future. So initially 2 or 3 games will be given free. So games of console manufacturers are Sony as well as Microsoft. So they are selling the gaming consoles at relatively low prices or almost very cheap prices. But they make a lot of profit when they sell the future products based on the subscriptions online. Then sixth is the platform model. So the platform model basically involves creating a digital or physical ecosystem, facilitating interaction between different groups, typically producers and the consumers, creating value for both of them. So this is what I talked about in terms of the government, which we call as a digital public infrastructure. So a DPI is a platform where the service providers are getting connected with the remotest people. You must have learnt about or heard about CSC, Common Services Center. So there are almost 5 lakh CSCs all through the country, and they provide all sort of services to the people, and normally they are more efficient or more helpful in the rural areas. So if anybody, any villager, any illiterate person does not know anything, he wants to have a license, he can go there, and he will facilitate him with all the formalities for just a small fee. Similarly, if somebody wants a visa, passport, Aadhaar card, Ayushman card, they can go to the Common Services Center, which we call in Hindi Jan Suvidha Kendra. And the digital public infrastructure is their DSP portal, Digital Seva portal, as well as a DigiPay. That is also a platform from where they can do even Aadhaar based payment services, Aadhaar enabled payment services. Just the person puts his fingerprint and the money is detected from his Aadhaar linked bank account and transferred to the concerned service provider. So these are very good platforms, and this is one of the good example of the platform model. So platforms connect the users and often charge a fee for access, transaction or services provided within the ecosystem. So normally fee is very small because it's government service, so 20 rupees, 30 rupees, and many services are free. Like you first go for the first Aadhaar, it's obviously free. They do not charge it. So it facilitates the interaction between multiple parties, often includes tools or services for users to create their products as well as experiences. So a number of different users, like even universities are joining there on the Common Services Center. Like IBM, Kendrill, they are offering courses to the villagers in cyber security, to girls in self-defense. So there has been a lot of collaboration. I'm telling you all these things because I had been in a project. My initial project in the Big Four was that, and I interacted with almost 20 business verticals there, and I was really filled with awe that how many different sort of services like insurance, agriculture, security service, and they have joined with many big multinational companies. And since that the users and the revenue scales up so quickly, because 5 lakh CSC centers, normally the person who operates is called a VLE, village level entrepreneur. So 5 lakh is connecting with a mass base of almost 5,000, 10,000 users. And so any service which is launched there, any government service or any private service, it shoots up very easily. It thrives on network effects where the value of the platform increases as the more users join. Normal example are Apple App Store or Google Play Store, from where we can basically get connected with the different service providers. For example, the Apple Play Store, they provides a platform for developers to create and distribute apps. So Apple takes a small percentage of the app sales and in-app purchases made through the Apple Play Store. Similar is the case with Google. The point to note is that these 6 business models, they provide a framework for understanding how companies structure their operations, how they generate revenue, as well as deliver value to the customers. Every model has some unique advantages as well as challenges, making them essential concept in business strategy. Once you formalize your business strategy, then you go for the technology strategy, and then comes the role of the IT, telecommunication, infrastructure, data analytics, and all those things. And always there should be an effort to align the technology strategy with the business strategy. Only then can the business prosper and reach its end means, or is able to achieve its vision, mission, and goals. So we have finished with the content which I wanted to introduce to you, and now we can discuss about this. So this is basically an exercise, like if you want to design your business model, you have to, at the first step, you have to select a business idea. You have to choose a business idea or industry you are interested in. Like you want to do business in IT, you want to do business in manufacturing, you want to do business in automotive industry, you want to do business in education, ed tech. So it could also be an entirely new concept or an existing business you want to reimagine how it can be made better, what unique value proposition you can give, what differentiating factors you can complement it with, so that it is able to provide a wonderful service, eye-catching service. I'll just go through the steps, and you can come up with your own business idea. You may take it as a simple project for yourself, and then you can proceed on it as the course proceeds. So by the end of the course, you will be able to understand that the business idea which you have taken initially, that built up upon a cloud strategy, and you have transformed your business from the normal operations to the cloud infrastructure. And you can very well relate with each and every component of it. So I would suggest you that whenever you have free time, even that idea can come at any time, so you go for that idea. So you find a business idea. That is the step number 1. Then the step number 2 as an exercise, you have to define the key components of your business model. So you have the business idea. Now you have to define the business model. Where comes the value proposition at the center, and then the external and external components. That who are your target customers? How will you reach them? What would be your revenue stream? And think deeply about these aspects. Even if any of you wants to become an entrepreneur, wants to be a founder of a company, wants to make a startup, because today, starting a startup is not a big deal. So you can go on Government of India site, get it registered, and that happens within very few days. But the basic thing is that you have to have that idea in your mind. You have to inculcate those qualities or strategies which help your startup to bloom in the marketplace, because you understand the marketplace is highly clogged up, and you have to find your place there. And you can find your place only by going through some differentiating element. Otherwise, if you go by the cost element or cost leadership, there is much more struggle in it. Step third is sketch your model. So you make the model on a paper, and you don't need to be an artist. So a simple visual representation about how you will take on the idea ahead. So what partners will you choose? What customer segment? What customer relationships will you build? What would be the channels for the relationships? How the revenue would be coming? Who would be your investors? Many people think that opening a business, you just give me money, I will become a businessman. That is not possible. You have to be very selective about it. You have to think about it. You have to understand each and every aspect from the futuristic point of view. And there comes the SWOT analysis, pest analysis, which we'll study in the next class. When you start the idea, and before developing the strategy, you have to find out what are my strengths, what are my positive points, what is the competition, what are the competitors, how strong they are. So only then you can get yourself placed. Otherwise, somebody gives you 100 crores of rupees, it makes no sense. If you are not able to strategize it, if you are not able to think about all these things. So sketch your model. Whatever business idea, big, small, you want to open a bakery shop, you want to make cakes, you want to open any small fooding business, you want to open a flower bucket shop. You can think of anything which you are fascinated about. You are not going to open it, but the concept or idea which you'll develop, and as you connect it, you take it forward. Maybe by the end of the course, you will get a pretty good understanding about actually realizing that idea. After sketching that model, you can basically discuss those things with a group. So you can make groups. So I do not want to just make groups here. So I would say you can form groups, WhatsApp group, chat group. There are a lot of means. and explain your value proposition, your customer segments, your revenue streams, any unique features. So you can mutually help each other. And you should engage in a discussion to analyze the strength and potential challenges in each of the models, because when you think of the business idea, then you have to think about the model also, that I'll go for a marketplace, I'll go for a subscription model, or any other pay as you go model, or any unique model which you think is a good, will provide a good value proposition. And then you can relate that thing gradually as we proceed forward. So let's discuss some key questions about it. How does your business model address a specific problem or need in the market? So this is the first question which should come to your mind. Otherwise, if you just follow anything, that yes, I'll open this, like a fancy idea, that makes no sense. What competitive advantage does your model have? So these are the questions you should ask before going or putting the seed into germination. How scalable is your business model? Okay, so how scalable? I mean, you plan to scale it throughout the country, or you plan to keep it within a particular region of a particular state. Can it adapt to the changing market conditions? So that is also one very pertinent question. Whether your business, which you are thinking as of now, will exist after 1 year or 2 years. Do you have that technology support? Are you flexible enough? You people are working, a lot of people know about DevOps and other things. So these are things, agile technologies. So waterfall model is almost gone away everywhere. And not only in the development part, but in normal day-to-day working also, you would see that you require to be very agile. Otherwise, you cannot survive. So today is a age of dynamism, agility. So you have to think whether your business or business idea can adapt to the changing market conditions or not. Are there any ethical or social considerations also to be aware of? This is also very important. So there are some legal, ethical considerations, some things you cannot do, or if you want to do, you have to do within the domain of a country. For example, if you want to open a platform or a application or an organization in which you want people to remarry. So there are many platforms, but now there are being platformed for gay people also. So there are some countries which you do not permit that. So you have to see all those considerations, that ethically are you not hampering anything, legally are you not fiddling with the existing laws, and what are the social considerations? Would people come forward to join your business? Would they want to become your client or not? If they do not want to come directly, then what channels would you open to reach them? All those things. Next is, how might you iterate or refine your business model based on the feedback and insight gained from this exercise? So whatever you have thought about it, then refine your model based on it. Okay, so by the end of this exercise, you will not only design a business model, but also gain valuable insights into the complexity of strategic decision making in the business world. And always remember that innovation often starts with a simple idea and the courage to explore different fields, different technologies. Business, if it was so easy, everybody would have become a businessman. That's why I am telling you that the more you go inside in the ocean, the more treasures you gain. You have to keep that determination and enthusiasm always with you. Many of the people who are nowadays very successful businessmen, they have almost 10 to 12 startups they have opened, then they have closed. But the experience you gain, that is something which is the treasure which you are gaining. Each and every experience will add on a new feather in your cap.